Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum is still in this pattern here. We've seen a little bit of selling pressure today, but in the end, nothing we didn't talk about. Yeah, we talked about here, this could be a 1-2 setup. This 1-2 setup is only really getting invalidated below 1653. Yeah, so we talked about that low here from Monday, the 20th of February, that the move up potentially was in 5 waves, but it's micro counting. As you hopefully understand, these can often morph and change. Therefore, as long as you are in a corrective wave pattern, don't try to put too much brain power into the lower degree micro count because it can change often. And if I give you here a micro count and tell you that's definitely what it is, it's going to set you up for failure. So we need to be flexible. There are various possibilities how this could unfold. Yeah. Therefore, best is really to understand it's all about this 1620 level. Yeah, our support area, our green support area, the pivot point. This is the 1620 level. If we drop below that, then it will probably throw Ethereum back into the $1,400 region. Now, I will follow that very closely for you because at the moment it's really all about, do we hold this level or not? If we do, it can follow this path and put one more high in here in the 5th wave. I know these corrective patterns always frustrate people because there's literally no progress in the chart. These, let's say, corrections are always difficult to trade. For anybody who's got a grid bot running, probably happy, but they are always frustrating. Yeah, a lot of people want progress in the charts. I do understand that, but I also can't change the chart. So we talked about here the idea that of last week's lows, we started a move in a wave 1, 2, peaked here in a 3. This could be a 4 that we made, that low that we made on yesterday actually. And we could now be in the 5th wave here to the upside. That's one possibility. Another possibility is to count it a little bit differently. And I talked about, we could be in some kind of an Elliott Wave triangle here. But then again, for an Elliott Wave triangle, you also have 2 or 3 different possibilities. For example, it could very well be that an overall impulse topped already here. So that this was a wave 1 on Thursday last week. That this was a wave 1 and we're now doing something like this. A wave down, because it looked very impulsive. We are now doing a triangle here in, for example, an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and an E wave. So that we had an A wave here. This is a B wave, and we're now putting in a C wave in 5 waves, and we'll retest those lows of last week again. That's what I highlighted. If we break below 1620, it can send us into the $1,400 region, and we will most likely retest the lows of last week. Now, we don't have to go down that low, but it would come down in a C wave with the potential to retest those lows. Retesting those lows doesn't mean we have to go down to that level, but it means this will be new support, okay? So be aware of the different possibilities. Just because we can count a triangle here doesn't mean the triangle has to go up. This could be an A, B, C, D, E triangle in a B wave, which would come down, yeah? A, B, C, D, E, and then the, A, B, C, D, E like this in a B wave, yeah, because this is not the A wave, doesn't belong to the triangle. The B wave is the triangle. Therefore here, A, B, C, D, E. Or you count the triangle the other way around. So some people might call that a weakness of the Elliott Wave method. No, it's actually a strength because it tells you there are different possibilities here. Probabilities are currently very close together. Typically when you have 2 scenarios, yeah, you maybe get a 70-30 probability. When you have 3 or 4 possibilities, as you often have in a corrective wave structure, then things are getting much more difficult. What does that tell you as a trader or investor? It might take you to take some of the profits of the entry points that we had before. If you made money in this rally to the upside, which hopefully you did, that started back in November, then you can take some risk off, take some partial profits. If you think about trading the 5th wave, maybe don't do it with a massive position, yeah. In the end, you need to decide that. But what the Elliott Wave method tells us is that various possibilities are there at the moment, There are so many different possibilities how this could turn out. That's why the market doesn't really move because the market hasn't made up its mind yet. We had a similar situation down here, but in the end, you know, the Elliott Wave method sort of did win, you could say, yeah. Down here, we also had the scenario that we had here a certain structure, and I told you when we were down here, we had a few successful trades, but then I said to you, it would all look much better with one more wave to the upside, which eventually happened. So again, here, the rules of market structure did win, and they warned us that another leg to the upside was likely. Now, very typical for a wave 2 down here, there were a lot of people who highlighted, nah, this is going down, you have no idea. As they always are, you know, because people get emotional. But when you have that sentiment that everybody tells you, no, it has to go down, then you basically have a good view. You never know really, but you have a really good view that you are at the low of a wave 2. Here and here we had a wave 2. In a wave 2, sentiment is very bearish, and people always get very bearish. Anybody who's skilled and who understands this knows that there's a good likelihood it goes the other way. Now here I think it's a bit split at the moment, because this is not a wave 2, this is a wave 4. People are still fairly bullish. So it's a dangerous mixture. Because here you have a wave 4 where people are still bullish but get frustrated, but within a wave 5. And in a wave 5 people are very, very bullish. So this is sort of the sentiment we deal with at the moment. And here it's very clear for me that as long as we're holding the 1620 level, there's still a chance to rally higher here directly. But of course you can get ups and downs in this triangle, and that's just typical intraday volatility. So here also, you know, it would look better with one more wave up. We don't need that one more wave to complete this 5-wave move. That's why we need to be strategic about it and talk about, you know, partial profit taking, move up your stop losses. I'd be very careful with a short trade here because we are still in an uptrend, you know, and it's a very difficult structure. But yeah, let's see if the Elliott Waves work out again. I mean, they will always work out. It's just the question is just which scenario is it? And here it was, I don't want to say fairly clear, but it was preferred to see another leg to the downside, which also happened. And here it would be preferred to see another wave up. But it's not about, you know, you have to see what looks best, but be strategic about it. Know about the different possibilities and then make your decisions for your portfolio. I think that's how you need to use this stuff. Yeah, it's not as simple anymore as, you know, it will go up or down. It never was. Especially here after a rally where we started already in November. You need to make decisions for, you know, all that money, you know, all those profits, I don't want to lose them again. That's why I did take profits in this region. I did highlight that to you. I did take profits in this region, bought some more here, took profits again, moved up my stop loss. I don't want to lose it all again. So if you've made money, good money, you know, within a week, think about how do you keep it, or how do you keep most of it, and how do you protect it should the market go the way to the downside. You know, that's sort of really a decision only you can make, because only you know your portfolio, right? Everybody's portfolio looks different. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.